Hi, my name is Diana and welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about guilt, shame, and repairing when it comes to parenting. So what I mean by that is, for me, I've read a lot of books and taken courses on parenting, and there are times where I still react. And I just want to talk about what comes up when we know better but we're still reacting, and how to sort of come back from that and still teach our children. So if that's of interest, keep listening. I wanted to share a story about the other day. My son, I took him on a skateboard ride, and I was talking on the phone while he was riding his skateboard, and his skateboard slid out into the street, and I saw him just run out and he didn't look. And I yelled out, and I was like, I yelled, "Brayden!" And I was angry. And I think, a lot of you can relate, but when I'm scared, like, I'll go to anger, and I'll want to correct him. And I did. I started talking to him and telling him, "You weren't looking, and you ran out into the street." And as I was talking, I realized that I was talking at him and being more aggressive and angry in the tone I was talking to him. So I slowed it down in the moment, and I just was sort of calming myself as I was talking to him, and I started slowing down, started talking to him more gently, and I started explaining to him what was happening. So I said, "Look, I know I've told you this, and when I saw the skateboard go in the street, I didn't want you to run in the street. I didn't want you to get run over, and I got scared." So I was just honest with him of my feelings. I did start to apologize because I feel the way that I was talking to him was unnecessary. It was like in a more angry, sort of condescending tone. So he started crying, and because he felt bad that happened. And so later in the evening, when hours had passed, I did look him in the eye, and I had a talk with him, and I said, "Hey, Brayden, so remember when you went out in the street? I just wanted to let you know, like, I'm sorry that I yelled at you, and I want you to know that when the skateboard rolls out in the street, or a ball rolls out in the street, just leave it, and it's okay if it gets broken, and I know you wanted to get your skateboard, but it's okay, and I don't want you to go out in the street until you look." So I got an opportunity to teach him later when he wasn't upset. And I just wanted to talk about a few things here in this story. The first thing is, when I first started learning about conscious parenting and positive parenting, like, I would learn there are optimal ways to do things with our children, and then I would notice I'd still react and do things sort of the old way, and I would get frustrated with myself. So what I want to offer is noticing that and working through that stuff, because I feel like there's a lot of guilt and shame that comes up, or at least there was for me. Guilt and shame would come up that I couldn't apply these strategies that I was learning or reading. And I have to remember that it takes time to learn something new, and when we're implementing a new strategy, we're not just going to automatically do it just because we read it in a book. It's going to take time and practice. So as we're developing awareness, it takes time to implement, and we slowly start to do these things more frequently until they actually become a habit, and they actually become the automatic way that we parent. So that's the first thing. The other thing is just working through the shame and guilt, if any of it comes up, because that used to come up a lot for me, where I would just be so frustrated with myself. But again, it just goes back to reminding myself, this is like I'm learning how to ride a bike. I'm learning how to parent newly. So it's going to take time and practice. And if I feel any guilt and shame, just to know that this is a part of the process. And as soon as I can accept that, then I can move on to teaching and repairing. So like in this case, I did react. I sort of yelled at him because he ran out into the street, but I was able to repair that in later telling him what I was experiencing just by being honest with him, and then teaching him from that place. So I feel like when we make mistakes or we're just being human as parents, this is actually an even better teaching example for our children, because they are learning from us that we make mistakes. And this is how we make amends, is we apologize, we take responsibility. And yeah, I feel like this was just a beautiful teaching moment. And I feel like parenting just in general is all of that, where we just get to be human and we parent how we parent, but there's like course correction that gets to happen, and it really is a beautiful thing. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. I hope that was helpful. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, or comment. I intend to make more videos like this, and when you like them, they get seen by more parents and hopefully can help more parents with these positive parenting tips. So that's all I had for today. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.